Hello everybody, this is Lushi, and I am here to look at Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider is the sequel to the previous Tomb Raider that came out in 2013. It's developed by Crystal Dynamics, published by Square Enix. And let's have a look at this. Came out a couple weeks ago, I've been playing a little bit. I am on the main menu right now. Looks really good. I love the menu system here. I'm going to go over to the options real quick just so we can have a look at them. Gameplay, change the difficulty here. Right now I am playing on the second to the lowest because honestly I like to see the story. But I thought it would be a little harder than it is. Tomb Raider is a tad easy on this setting. I would, if you've played these games before, especially if you've played the previous game, I would at least set this on Seasoned Raider. Right now, the health regenerates really fast on this setting, and there's not a lot of challenge. You can pretty much walk up right behind the enemies, and they don't even know you're there as long as you're behind them. If they see you, they'll spot you. But yeah, not very hard on this level. Survivor difficulty looks a little challenging to me, to be honest. I don't think I would last very long, so I have not tried that. These other settings in the game, you have something called Survival Instinct, and what that does is it causes a lot of things on the screen to glow, and it's really easy to see your next quest objective. It's also easy to find objects laying on the ground. So you can turn that off here if you like, and you'll see that in the game when I show you in a moment. Online features, there is a leaderboard. This will basically connect up and show you that. Other settings, audio, standard stuff, music, dialogue, sound effects. You can change them all independently. About as you'd expect from a AAA game. Display. So here's the display settings. I am currently running it not in full screen because the GeForce program that records the video, it doesn't seem to play well with this program. So hopefully, this is my third attempt. Hopefully it works this time, and we've got the issues ironed out. So the game does run at 60 frames per second, and I am running it at very high, which is the highest setting. Come over here and have a look at that. Over on the graphics. Very high. When I'm running this on my ultra-wide monitor, I have to run it one step down in order to hit the 60 frames per second, otherwise it just can't do it. But in this smaller window, 1920 by 1200, it does really well, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, I didn't even go through that here. You can see some of the other options here. It does have some hair technology in it, which you do notice on Lara Croft. Dynamic foliage looks really, really nice. I've saw some video of it on and off. They were comparing various things, and it's definitely noticeable. So if you can get away with it, I would definitely have everything up because this is a really beautiful engine. Gamepad, I haven't used the gamepad at all. I have no idea how it works. You're on your own if you decide to use one. Before we jump into the game, I'm going to look at expeditions, just to look at the menu here. The expedition is after you have completed various parts of the game, you can go back and try it even harder, and you can basically try various things, challenges, essentially what they are, and you unlock gifts in this game which are in the form of a card. The cards can be used to modify the expedition, so you get a card that basically gives you unlimited poison arrows, or you get a card that causes you to take more fire damage, and depending on the card you play, it'll make it easier or harder and give you more points or less points. I wanted to show the cards that I have, but unfortunately I really don't want to jump into one, and I opened up my cards previously, so I can't show them to you. This is where you would actually go to either get your cards or to buy cards. So you can buy various ones. You can see I've got some credits. You get credits as you sell your cards, or as you just play the game, you'll get credits. So what do we got? 5,000. Let's go ahead and buy one. I'm going to cross my fingers that the recording works this time. Ta-da! We've got a bronze pack. So there we go. Slower rate of fire. Looks like gives you new outfit to wear. Oh, and all the skills from the different skill trees. That's really handy. That's also why it's minus 30%. So just open up all of these. And you can sell them if you decide you don't want it. You know, if I decide I don't ever want to use the slow shot, I'll get 400 credits back. So jump out of that. And let's go ahead and load one of the games. This is an earlier game, shortly after the opening, but not quite at the opening. The opening cinematic and everything else is a little bit long. It took me about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to get to this point in the game. So we're going to come right down here to Syria. If you've never played Rise or Tomb Raider games, the remake anyway, they are platformer game. They are RPG. This one has a little bit of survival in it, and it is in third person. It's kind of an adventure game. And here we are. This is Lara Croft. And like I said, I don't want to really spoil much, so I'm not going to show too much of this, but this is the platform section of the game.
Stunning.
So it is very pretty. The water effects are really well done. Kind of look around here. So, as you can see, it's just a gorgeous engine. If you enjoyed the Zelda map where the water temple was, you would actually get a kick out of the Tomb Raider games because there's quite a bit of water puzzles, which I will show you in just a moment here. So run over here. Now, if you don't know where to go, okay, it tells you right there, but you can also push Survival Instinct.
Got to find a way to get up higher.
And now you
Maybe
definitely know where to go. It kind of walks you through the entire thing. That's why you might want to turn it off. So it says, hey, come hit this wall. So it makes it really obvious. So walk over to this. Now this game does have a lot of quick time events in it. It is, at the beginning of the game, there seems to be quite a few more. It kind of tapers off towards the end, but it definitely does not disappear. If you do not like quick times, I don't think you're going to enjoy this too terribly much. Now the good thing is, if you have quick time events such as jumping onto a ledge, or as you can see here, knocking out a wall, it's typically the same exact button. So you don't have to try to guess, okay, does it want me to hit the sideways key, does it want me to hit jump, stuff like that. So let's knock this wall down. And once the water comes out, I kind of, every time it does this, I always say to myself, the Zelda sound, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, you've achieved something. Water goes up a little bit, and the platform areas that I've done, I think I've done 3 now, and they've all involved this water element, try and figure out how to get water to go to various places. I'm a little bit worried that every single platform area is going to be a water puzzle. I hope not. They did kind of change things up a little bit at least, but it's so far, you know, get the water up so you can climb higher. So hopefully there's a little more originality than just water puzzles. It has got some parkour elements to it. Climb on up here. Again, if you don't know where you're going, it tells you exactly. You might want to turn that off. There, button. Yep, there we go. The water level's going up even higher. You can dive, I believe. Swim underwater. However, I've noticed you can't actually dive all the way down. It just goes basically underwater. And if it wants you to go deeper, it will push you deeper. You don't actually tell it to go deeper. Climb up here. Wherever you see these little white marks tends to be where you can climb. And one thing, if you were playing the previous game, you may remember there were some pretty violent ways to die. If you're not expecting them, they can kind of catch you off guard. So, in the name of science, I'm going to show you one of the death sequences. They can be pretty elaborate. They range from falling on some spikes to getting mauled by various animals, shot, all sorts of things. It can be a little gruesome. So if you don't like gruesome, I would cover your eyes right about now. If you don't react fast enough, down she goes. Oh, jeez. Kind of ugly there. I missed that the first time I played this game, and yeah, kind of caught me off guard. So we jump this time right over the ledge. I really like the effects of things falling. I don't want to go too much further because we're going to run into some elements of the story, but I really like how various things fall on the maps as you run along. The entire beginning sequence of this game it's like a roller coaster that you're running through it. It's got a lot of adrenaline in it, and it was a lot of fun. And I'll probably show you the very beginning, but I won't show you much of the story after that. Looks like I forgot something over here. An item that you can grab. This might be...
My son.
So as you grab various items, it kind of fleshes out the world.
Followers are building a great tomb.
Turn that off. One of the items you get, or various items you get, is if you played Shadows of Mordor, it will show you an object, and you can kind of spin it around, and some of them have a little bit more information if you can find the hidden spot. It's a little bit harder than Shadows of Mordor because it doesn't give you any clues whatsoever where it is. You just sometimes will sit there spinning it for a while until you find it. Other things, as you run through the world, there will be various glyphs that you have to decipher. And you can have language skills in this game. As you level up your language, which I'll show you on, in fact, let's go there now. I'll show you on the other map. Going to exit to the main menu. As you level up your language skill, you can read the various glyphs around the world and unlock more things. So this part of the game is Siberian Wilderness. Let's go to... Don't want to quite go there yet. I believe it's this one. Yes. Okay, let's see if this is where I meant to be. So as I mentioned, this is part survival game, so I'm hoping this dumps me into the survival area of the game. And the snow effects in this game are just breathtaking. In the starter sequence, there's actually an avalanche that you have to deal with, and
so cold.
Not quite where I wanted. We're going to see some combat here in just a moment. I'm going to skip it as best I can.
No, you listen to me. This discovery is...
Yeah, don't want to see that. Skip that also. Okay. Now we've got some enemies to attack. This is the action part of the game.
Fire was still warm.
So, take care of this guy. There's actually another one coming right around the corner, but you can hide in the bushes. I love stealth games, and this is very much a stealth game if you play it that way. Or you can run and gun straight in. So he's going to get close, strangle him, and throw him into the bush. Oh, I love doing that. Here's the campfire. Since the other enemies are off the map there, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to hit this. This is the RPG element of the game. Again, it's got that really nice, the UI there. It looks really nice, kind of moves as you mouse over it. I really like that. Skill system in the game. You can dump skills into various parts, make yourself a little bit better. Just kind of give you a look over this. Take less damage, kill things a lot faster. I believe this is the one I already bought, so I can recover my arrows. Although, to be honest, the ammo, at least in this mode, is really easy to come by. Same with crafting materials. You do craft in this game. It's not very hard to get the materials, so I don't know if that was really necessary. Fighting. One of these helps you to jump better. That one you can jump and hit Z and she'll roll away, not take much damage. A lot of experience ones. I actually dump points into this so I can get my skill points faster. Come out of there. Inventory. Not a lot of options here. You can make various types of ammo. Right now I've only got the regular arrows and the poison arrows. However, later on you can make different types of arrows. You can also make different types of ammo because you get weapons, not just bow and arrow, although bow and arrow is a lot of fun. You get a pistol, you get a shotgun, an assault rifle, and you can modify all those elements, all those items. Equipment. If you want to, it's kind of like Far Cry. If you want to carry more, you go out and hunt the wildlife until you get enough items, and then you can build a bigger quiver there. Come out of there. Let's go into our weapons upgrades. Oh, it says we do have an upgrade ready. So we can upgrade our weapon right now because I've got the items needed. I think this is cloth. So I'll hit that. And now it's been upgraded. You can also upgrade your axe. And you can change your outfit. So this one is, I believe, the one that came with the either the pre-order. I don't remember pre-ordering this game, to be honest. They do various things. The top row don't do anything special. They just look different, but the bottom ones have these different bonuses on them. So it's good to stick with them. And the fast travel. Since I don't have any other campfires unlocked at the moment on this save, I can't go anywhere. But once you get further into the game, you can come back into this area, and there's reasons to do so. There's actually things that you can find that you can't access right now because you don't have the right, for example, the right bow. So you can come back here and see what that's all about. Now, because there are no enemies around, she's not going to hide in this bush. So again, here's the snow. Come up here to the deep snow. Slows her right down. And looks really good. Like I say, there's an avalanche in that first part of the game, and it is just gorgeous. So I'm going to come over here and find some enemies. So here's all the things glowing that you can interact with. This might be something you want to turn off. We have our survival stuff. This will allow you to build arrows. Building arrows is fairly easy. Oh, actually I need a feather so you can find the nests and shoot them. That will give you some feathers. And you can make some more arrows. Now, honestly, I haven't really made a whole lot of arrows in this game because they seem to, at least in the level I'm playing at, they give you arrows around every single corner. So I haven't really needed them. Poison arrows are a little different. You do have to craft those. Oh, there's a guy over there. No crouch button. But there are bushes. And that's what I'm saying, is you can walk up behind these guys pretty easily.
God damn it.
Another system, if I can find him again. Where did he go? I think he's around this corner.
Brinker's KIA.
There he is. Okay, so I'm going to hide in this bush so we can see him. Now when you hit it, he glows this bright yellowish color. And if you, I don't know if you can see the guy down there. He's red. That means that somebody's looking at him and somebody can actively see him right now. If you kill him when he's yellow, nobody's going to see you do it. They might find his body, but you can at least get away with killing him. So where did that guy go? Right there. So he's yellow. We're just going to shoot him in the head. Oh, it's a little violent there. Now if I leave his body, you have to leave his body. I haven't found a... Let's see if I can pick him up. I don't think I've tried. You can loot him. Yeah, can't move his body, unfortunately. So not a real stealth game. The skills you get later on make it easier to kill these guys. You can kill 2 of them at a time, for example. We'll just kill him. Oh, down he goes. As a stealth game, or as a... I really like stealth games. I enjoy the sniper part. So the bow does a really good job of that. You can also... There's probably 2 right there. Yeah, they can see each other. Try to pick off this guy over here by hiding in the bush. You also have different weapons, however I am restricted to a bow right now, so that's what that is. And I'll show you the poison arrow in just a moment. There's that guy. See where he's going. This will be the one time where I can't sneak up behind him. You can push a walk button, makes you even quieter. You can get skills that make you quieter as you walk around, as you jump. Okay, here we go. We're gonna sneak up. I've actually never haven't sneaked up on anybody. Where's he at? We'll just walk up to him and hit him. And choking death. Down he goes. Nobody will ever notice. And we'll come over here and deal with these 2 guys using our poison arrow and see if it knocks them out. And where are they? Uh oh, they're not there anymore. Where did they go? Oh, there he is. He must have found a body. You can... Nope, not tab. That's the map. You can zoom in. There we go. Oh, did I get him? I got him. My mouse speed is a little bit fast when I zoom in. Again, not really difficult if you're on this setting. I would strongly suggest bumping it up. Did I get everybody? Yeah, okay, I think they're all gone. Usually you can hear them too. Oh, there's one. So let's try our poison arrow on him. Poison arrow is really good for multiple enemies. Doesn't do a whole lot if there's only one. There's actually a coin right here. I don't know if you saw it blinking. Let's take him out first. Oh, got him. Grab our coin. You can find a vendor. Oh, that was a cash actually. That wasn't coins. You can find a vendor later on and use your money to actually buy ammo and other things you might need.
Heads up. We haven't restored the uplink. Expect interference on all transmissions.
I have no idea what that challenge was. So, that's the combat system. You've seen the RPG system, the platforming system. That's pretty much all there is to this. There is some survival elements to this game when you first... I thought that was a guy right there. When you first get to this area right here, there is a... You have to find wood to start your campfire. I was really excited when I saw that because I do like survival games. However, I haven't seen that since. So don't get your hopes up too much that it's survival. It's not like you have to go cut or hump meat or anything. You don't have to do that. Again, looks like she slows down when she's in the heavy snow. So, having said all that, I do want to show you the very beginning of the game, and I'm going to do my best to skip all the spoilers. So, let's quit out of here. Back to the main page. We're going to do a new game. Yes. Let's do season because I'll do survival because or survivor because I'm not really don't fight anything at the very beginning of the game. All you do is run around. So, but I want to show you the very beginning because it's absolutely gorgeous. So yes, I'm sure I'm going to do this. We're going to skip this. It may show you little clips of it, but let's see if we can skip.
Beyond the boundaries of human experience.
Yeah.
To face
There we
the
go.
unknown.
I'm not sure what it's doing when I tell it to skip. Skip this too. I'm basically on the side of a mountain.
The trail leads up the mountain. We'll have a good view of the valley beyond from the summit.
So we're actually trying to find the temple that I showed you earlier. But this is it. This is the beauty of the engine.
This wind is crazy!
We just need to keep moving.
This is where when I first started this game, I was just kind of walking in circles, and I was actually trying to kill myself by jumping off the edge. But because the snow is just really pretty, I like the way that it tracks. You know, you can see your boot digging into the snow.
Hey! Even if we don't find anything up here, your dad would be proud.
So
I
the
know,
beginning of this
but I have a
game
good feeling about this.
is very platformy, and like I say, it is a roller coaster ride in the beginning. So anyway, issues with the game. I haven't really seen a lot of problems with the game, other than when I was trying to record earlier. For whatever reason, the full screen GeForce experience was causing me a lot of issues with my keyboard. Gameplay problems, I haven't seen any. If you like the previous game, you should like this one. It's pretty much the same thing. I did get stuck with a little bit of the jumping puzzles. Not stuck as in not sure where to go, but it's pretty obvious where to go usually. More like stuck on the walls. I have seen a couple map issues where I can see through the map to the water down below. But otherwise, gameplay-wise, the game does really well. It's really fun. So I think that's about it. I enjoyed the game. The game came out a couple weeks ago, and it's already out on the PC, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. It does come out on PlayStation 4 later this year. I believe they said Q4 this year. And I think that is it. So, there you have it. This is Rise of the Tomb Raider, sequel to Tomb Raider. Give it a look. Fun game if you enjoy this type of thing. I'm out. Have a good night.